Caitlin Clark's golf debut wasn't just a surprising highlight for women's sports, it became a glaring example of what some leagues get right and others fumble. When Clark participated in the LPGA Pro-Am, it turned into a national event, captivating fans from all walks of life. The LPGA saw an opportunity, grabbed it, and created a moment that elevated both Clark and women's golf. Meanwhile, the WNBA, where Caitlin became a household name, remained silent, and that silence spoke volumes. Initially, the Pro-Am event wasn't even set to be televised, but as fans clamored for access, emailing organizers and asking for streams, the LPGA took note. The tournament quickly adjusted and ensured it aired on television, capitalizing on the demand. They didn't stop there. They paired Caitlin with Nelly Korda, the #1 ranked golfer in the world. This wasn't random, it was brilliant marketing. By putting the biggest name in women's basketball alongside the top golfer, the LPGA created buzz that extended far beyond golf enthusiasts. Photos of Caitlin and Nelly dominated social media, with fans from basketball and golf uniting to cheer them on. Caitlin's interactions with fans, her lighthearted commentary on her golf skills, and her natural charisma became headlines. The LPGA leaned into her star power, promoting her at every opportunity and making her the centerpiece of the event. The results were phenomenal. Increased viewership, spiked merchandise sales, and a significant boost in social media engagement. Contrast this with the WNBA's response, or lack thereof. Despite the massive attention Caitlin brought to the LPGA, her league didn't tweet, post, or even acknowledge her participation. Fans quickly noticed and voiced their frustration. This silence felt like a continuation of the WNBA's hesitancy throughout Caitlin's rookie season, where many believed the league wasn't doing enough to embrace her stardom. While Clark was breaking records and boosting viewership, the league seemed overly cautious, perhaps fearing backlash for focusing on one player over others. This cautious approach might be rooted in the WNBA's long-standing effort to promote collective talent over individual stars. While the intention is admirable, it can limit the league's ability to create breakout moments that bring in casual fans. The LPGA showed how a balanced approach can work. By pairing Caitlin with Nelly, they didn't overshadow Korda's accomplishments. Instead, they elevated both athletes and created a story that resonated across sports. The Pro-Am also highlighted the importance of recognizing and seizing the right moment. Caitlin's presence wasn't just a celebrity cameo. It was a chance to introduce women's golf to a broader audience. The LPGA leaned into this, crafting a narrative that centered on Caitlin's crossover appeal. The WNBA, by contrast, missed an opportunity to align itself with one of the biggest stars in women's sports. Critics of the WNBA's silence pointed to outdated marketing strategies and a reluctance to embrace individual star power. This hesitancy has been a recurring issue, with fans arguing that the league often underpromotes its players. Caitlin's rookie season could have been a marketing goldmine, but it felt like the WNBA was holding back. Even her Rookie of the Year win didn't receive the fanfare many expected, especially given the viral moments she created on the court. The LPGA's handling of Caitlin Clark should serve as a wake-up call for the WNBA. By fully embracing Caitlin's star power, the LPGA not only brought attention to her, but also showcased the potential of women's sports to captivate mainstream audiences. Fans who had never watched golf before tuned in, and the event's success underscored what's possible when organizations recognize and capitalize on star athletes. For Caitlin, the Pro-Am was more than just a golf outing. It was a chance to connect with fans in a new way, and she did so effortlessly. Her charisma and relatability shone through, further solidifying her as a marketable figure. The LPGA amplified these moments, sharing videos and photos of Caitlin signing autographs, posing for pictures, and chatting with fans. This humanized her and made the event feel accessible and exciting. Meanwhile, the WNBA's reluctance to celebrate Caitlin's success became a talking point in itself. Sports analysts and fans debated the league's strategy, questioning why it seemed to downplay its biggest draw. Some speculated that the WNBA was wary of alienating other players, while others blamed outdated approaches that failed to recognize the value of star-driven marketing. As the conversation continues, the focus has shifted to what the WNBA can learn from this. Caitlin Clark is a generational talent with the ability to bring new audiences to women's basketball. If the league fully embraces her star power, it could elevate not just Caitlin but the entire WNBA. This doesn't mean sidelining other players. It means recognizing that star athletes like Caitlin can serve as gateways to the league for casual fans. The LPGA Pro-Am event showed what's possible when organizations lean into the moment. It wasn't just about Caitlin. It was about showcasing the broader potential of women's sports. The LPGA created a win-win scenario, boosting its top players while introducing its sport to a wider audience. The WNBA now has an opportunity to do the same, but it must be willing to adapt its approach. Fans are hopeful that the WNBA will learn from this and start celebrating its stars more effectively. Caitlin Clark's journey is far from over, and her potential to transform women's sports is undeniable. The question is whether the WNBA is ready to embrace that potential and rise to the occasion. Caitlin Clark's golf debut was a reminder that greatness isn't just about talent. It's about recognizing and seizing the moment. The LPGA did that, and it paid off. Now, it's up to the WNBA to step up and ensure its brightest stars get the recognition they deserve.